So hello everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I installed my curly hair from the Chinese vendor. So there you see my braiding pattern. I left all of my edges out and I just have a beehive. First I'm going to start with my closure, and I'm just lining up where I want it to where I want to place it. Then I'm going to take a couple bobby pins and I'm just going to use the bobby pins to mark where I want my closure to be. So as you can see, that's where I want my closure is going to take up that space in between. So here's the hair. Now I'm going to measure. I'm going to go all the way around and measure. This first track that I'm going to lay is just kind of like my perimeter track, and I'm going to sew it like underneath that first braid. And this is so when I decide to pull my hair up, there won't be any traction and it'll flip upward. So now I'm just going to sew that track on. So I finished sewing that first track around. Now I'm going to take a net, because I wanted to use a net for this sew-in just for a little extra security. And the first thing I'm going to do is sew my closure down, and I'm going to sew it in between. I have those tracks now to kind of measure where it was at, and I'm going to sew it in that space that I left. So I'm going to start first in 1/4, and I'm going to be doing the tension method. So that means you start on one side and then you start another stitch on the other side, and it's just to pull the make sure that the closure is tight and that it lays down flat. And so then I'm just going to alternate sides and go back and forth, sewing each side down. And I also sewed the front of my closure down as well. I know some people like to glue it, or some people don't do anything at all to it, but I like to sew the front part of my closure down. And I just use, some people use like clear thread. I just use some regular old thread to braid with. And as you can see, this is the closure all sewn down. Now I'm going to start laying my tracks and sewing on the hair. So I did the folding method and just went back and forth and back and forth and sewing in the hair. Now I'm at the top, and closer to the top I'm going to cut my tracks, and I'm going to measure and cut and just fill in the remainder space. So that's what I'm doing right here. I cut a piece and now I'm just filling in that remainder space. And I think I had to add like 2 tracks, I want to say, on this side. And I didn't feel myself filling in the other side, but on the other side I did the exact same thing. Yeah, just filled in as many tracks as I needed to fill in that side, the other side over there. So yeah. So now I have all the hair sewn in, and I'm just going to cut that excess net. So I flipped the hair up, most of the hair except for that first track that we laid down. I flipped it all up except for that one, and now I'm cutting the excess net off, and I'm just going to go around and cut off all the net. And so now I'm just taking out my little perimeter braid of my leave out. See, I left a small amount out in the front. So I'm just taking it out, and now all the hair is sewn in. So hey everybody, I'm here with my the final product. This is the hair installed. So I'll start with the general specs. This is hair that I ordered from a Chinese vendor, and I will put the link to the website down below. I purchased 3 bundles and a closure, and I paid, I want to say, like $268 for those 3 bundles and that closure. The hair is steam processed to this curl pattern that you guys see. It is a custom process. I sent her a picture of a curl that I wanted, and I asked if she could reproduce that curl, and that's what she did for me. I will say that I am loving the hairstyle. Like, I haven't had curly hair in over a year, almost 2 years, and I really like the hairstyle. I did install the closure. If you could see, I want to apologize. I know that the setup with me installing the hair wasn't that good, as you guys can see. I have moved again, so I haven't found the perfect kind of setup yet, and I'm actually recording this on my laptop because my camera, when I record and then when I upload it, it has like a staticky noise to it, kind of. So sometimes I try to put music in the background to kind of mask it out, but yeah, I don't really like that sound, and I haven't purchased a new camera yet. So yeah, but I did install the closure. I'm not 100% on the closure. Here it is right here. If you watch if you watched my first look video, I did say that I have installed closures before, but I never installed them on myself. So it was a little different installing it on my own head, and this is my first closure, and you know, I'm kind of iffy about it still, but I did leave some of my edges out, so I kind of just brushed my edges over the closure. And yeah, I also left my whole perimeter out, and that's so if I want to pull it up, I can do so. So yeah, my hair right now in the back is kind of like in a little braid, just so that it won't get matted up. But I don't know if you guys can see, but I did leave all of my edges out, so if I want to pull it up, I can, and I'll probably do a video on how I style it up. But yeah, I don't want to say too much about the hair because this is I just installed it yesterday, but I love the style. For sure, I love the style. Some of the basics that I'm doing with the hair, I have this bottle, which is just water and a conditioner and like a really small amount of olive oil in here, and I use this to kind of just mist it before I go and scrunch it up, and if I need to detangle it, I'll mist it, you know, dampen it with that, and I'll use this wide tooth comb as well. One thing I will say is that the hair has been shedding. I did not seal my wefts, and I also cut some of the pieces, and so that could be some of the reason why it's shedding. And I mean, as I'm walking around, it's not shedding, but definitely when I style it, I got a piece right there. It's curly hair, so got one piece right here, but it's curly hair, and I got a couple more pieces. But so it's expected for it to shed, especially like in its dry state. But when I reinstall this hair next time, I might seal my wefts to kind of help with some of that, because yeah, it is shedding a little bit more than I would hope for it to shed. I did not use all 3 bundles. In my head, I have in 2 full bundles and maybe like this much of the 3rd bundle. I don't have the hair with me, it's in my room, but yeah, I basically have like a whole bundle of 18 inches left. So, I mean, it's good because you know, once you start wearing this hair more and it starts thinning out, it's always nice to have supplement hair to kind of add to it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have much to say. Like I said, I just installed it, but as of now, I do like it. This side is a little too flat for me, so I might go in and add another piece. And I also did some cutting, like as you can see, I kind of have a bang here, and I did some cutting on here to give it a little more volume because it's all 18 inches. So when I first installed all of it, it was just really flat. So I did do some layering and cutting in it, and that's how I got this style. So let me know what you guys think. I'll post the link to the first look video if you guys want more information about the hair. And as far as sleeping with the hair, I basically push it all forward, and then I use this right here, which I got from my friend, and it's like a tube. I don't know what they call it, but it's like a tubing. So I basically just put all my hair in here and just leave it, and then you know kind of flops around when I'm asleep. But I slept with it like that for last night, and I didn't have any problems with it. And so yeah, that is it. Yeah. So I'm not gonna straighten this hair right away. Maybe a little further down the line, I'll straighten it. But yeah, stay tuned for styling videos with this hair, and let me know what you guys think. And I will see you all next video.